Dave receives pancakes from AV. You're dang right he does. You're dang right he does. Let's go, Dave. Let's go, Dave. Let's go, Dave. Acknowledge him. Good day, good people. It's another fine day in the year of the Radiance Toon Link. Dave. Bravo, Dave. Anomaly, the Anomalakaris. Welcome back to the Dangan-lympics, and welcome back to today's episode, which is focused on weightlifting in the... Good. It's nice to hear the regular music again. Dangan games, because so much chaos has reigned lately. So much. A pair of Agents of Chaos has tag team champions belonging to the other side with the... It's just been wild, it's been nutty, but it's been entertaining to say the least. We still got more Dangan-lympics to go. We're here, and as I said, it is weightlifting. These teams will be lifting weights, and let me tell you, it's not all about all the strongest competitors. No, it's also about technique. Weightlifting is very much, very much about technique, focusing in on certain muscles. Weightlifting, not only for the strongest of them, of course we do have some very strong people here. In fact, let's go and introduce all the teams that made it to weightlifting today, who will be competing today. We have Couples Counseling, the IT Club, Let Him Cook, Bottomless Pit, Snapshot, and from the OCs, Lucas and Hana Subliminal. Father Knows Just starts off Team Monotaro. Blank Canvas, your new OC tag team champions. But still, tag team Agents of Chaos. How this is the most chaotic it could have been. Not for nothing. High Flying Kaito and Yosuke. That is new AWE champion via punching his golden ticket. Yosuke. High Flying Hanamura. We're all so proud of him. Anything for her. Mukuro and Ranmaru. True Gentleman Gonta and Professor Layton. Star Pupils Kawakami and Nanai Chiaki. And lastly, Dress Up Doll, Kitamura and Sukoi here to lift some weights. We got Deep Pockets, Monosuke and Ayato cut above the rest. Munakata and Mai. Fashion Fraud sees Samugi and Shiki. The Detective sees Keiji and Shuichi. Glorious Domination sees Sakura and Kyutaro. And Tipping the Scale sees Andy and Felix. Moving on to Team Monica, the team that has been dominating so far this season. Catch These Hands, Great Gozu, and Mizuki. Mage Against the Machine, Himiko, and Ophelia. Dinner Party, one half of your champion of champions, one of your co-champions, Karumi, is here with Kanji. Who would have thunk? I would have thunk. Virtual Idols, Big Junko, and Miku of the Hatsune variety. Unfair Outcast sees Seiko and Queen, and lastly we see Twin Shot, Barf, and Rion. Damnation sees Monodam and Queen. Swift Strikers with Sarah and Maki. The Professional sees Togami and Welt. Poor Unfortunate Soul sees Juzo and Tengen. Just Monica sees Monica and Monica. And lastly, for Team Monodam, is Doomsday Device Ray is here with Shiza once again. And Team Monokuma has Monokuma and Tama for Split Pass. Spoken Word sees Saika and Tiki. Perfect Pitch sees Kanan and Yunjin. Where there's smoke, there's somebody hidden their funny bone, and it's a bad time. But there's also Nagito, and there's Professor Mishima. Human Studies, your new tag team champions. Well, not like brand new. They've had them for like a week now. Azuriel, and this time Klee, who I guess we'll talk about Klee in a second. Actually, Twin Magic, Kotoko and Kotoka, and lastly Brave Bird, Natasha, and Dave. And my hair is almost dry. It'll probably be dry by the time I make all these AV Mania announcements that AV of the Wednesday variety has ready for you, because you know now it's that time of the year. That time of the year where no series is safe. Where you could be watching Trails on a Saturday, and then all of a sudden you hear the AV Mania music. You could be watching Fire Emblem, newly started, Shadow Dragon on Monday. You hear the AV Mania music. You could be watching Master Detective Archives. rain code. And you hear that AV Mania music. You could be watching one of the streams from Twitch AV, and all of a sudden, AV Mania music. Nobody's safe. And of course you're not safe on Friday, and of course you ain't safe today. You're especially not safe today for one reason, and one reason alone. We got really one new announcement and one announcement to bring to your attention if you haven't seen it yet, because your time is running out. First and foremost, Kotoko and Kotoko Twin Magic have held those AWE Tag Team Championships since their inception, have defeated every team that stepped up to the plate, but this time they're going to face two teams that they've never competed against before. First and foremost, we have, oh my goodness, fresh off of her My-Rise, Klee teams up with long-time friend and former enemy, Ava, in what will be a barn burner of a triple threat match, because there's another team, but you guys will be deciding what that team is right now on the US Aviator, one of the tabs actually. The link is in the description, or you can check out the community tab right now. You are able to enter a team of two ladies from anywhere to compete in the AWE. Give them a name, slap down where they're from, and have a good time. That being said, there will also be, after this week closes, a voting poll, and the top 4 teams selected will go on in a round-robin tournament. And you'll get more rules on that as we approach the road to AV Mania, which is actually starting next week, actually. August 4th. So when I say your time is very limited, you don't have much more time to enter, so you better start entering those tag teams right here, right now. We've already got a good set of submissions. But I'll tell you what, that's not the only announcement we have today. But maybe I should save it for a second. Should I save it for a second? I think I'm gonna save it for a second. You'll get it later in the episode. You'll get it later in the episode. For right now, if you have team ideas, submit them now. May the odds be ever in your favor. But for right now, let's get back to the episode. Bye. Spinning some wheels. Because, everyone keep in mind, we had the OC Agents of Chaos for the tag teams reign Chaos last week. It's the same % chance they could legitimately do it again right here, right now. Will they? That's the real question. Honestly, the regular Agents of Chaos, who are your OC Tag Team your OC Tag Team Champions, have a less chance to do so. So you know what? Let's start with them. And start with them we shall in 3, 2, 1, we see that wheel. Looking right at Human Studies, will they be defending those titles right now? It would be a rather short title reign, but admittedly a memorable one because of how Klee won those championships for Sophie and for the Forsaken one Azuru. We see, not today. They live to survive another day, but will our OC Tag Team Champions and Tag Team Agents of Chaos blank canvas? Oh, that's so interesting. I'll get to it in a second. That's a fun little caveat that could happen at some point. OC Agents of Chaos in 3, 2. Much bigger chunk. Could most definitely happen today. Let's see if it does happen as we release right now. Are we going for it? We might be going for 2 for 2. No, we're not going 2 for 2. It is a very normal episode. We love normal episodes, which means, put that right there. It's so good to have a normal episode. I'll tell you what. I am going to take a second to get to get this off, and because my hair's about dry now, so gonna pick it out a little bit, and I'll be right back. And make your picks first, second, and third in the comments. You see everybody who's here. The titles aren't on the line. We're just gonna have a chill time, which hasn't happened in what feels like a long time. Although Chaos could reign tomorrow, so we'll be chill all week. That's what we're looking forward to in the, yes, the Dangan-lympic Hunger Games. and make your comments and make your picks known, because your comments are important and your answers to the questions are important. Because last week I think was such a fun question, and you guys also very much had fun with it. The question was, you're at your table of 3, you got 1 dead, you got 1 alive. Who would you pick? I'm gonna go through some of them because some of them were real good. Let me see. Let's see. Anthony Sub would say Jeff Gordon, former NASCAR racer, and Muhammad Avdal from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure for dead. That's a combination. Although I know nothing about this the JoJo character, so maybe they're both racers, or that would be my guess. Matthew Glover gave us Bruno Bushiardi and Kazuma Kiryu. Fair enough. But also said, gonna have to change his name to Gold Cotton Ball, which might be the comment that we're showing up actually, because let's not forget what happened. Sharmila says fictional character. You would say your boy 7 from 999, good pick. And then you would say Shinjiro from Persona 3. Fair enough. 2 great characters. There's a long list, and I see what you did here from Kotoko. Which one if I had to pick a couple, Cal and Autopocalypse were good, and then I also liked Branya and Alexandra. Good picks. Solid picks. Let me see, Ryan. Blue Cotton Ball W was the big highlight there. Kuzu would take out Teru and Camilla. For obvious reasons, I swear this isn't just me setting up a date for myself with Camilla, with Teru cooking there for us. I know, it's a date with you and Teru. With Camilla cooking for you. I see how it is. June chooses Luna Freya from Final Fantasy 15 and Hu Tao for the Alive character. Shadow Moon says it's B-ball time. Who's gonna be the Michael Jackson? Not Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan of this contest. Pi says Dojima and another dad. Spoilers for the Somnium Files. But good picks. Two dads trying to do their best. Lady Psychic goes about and says, looks like Blue Cotton Ball decided to prevent a team-up of former Band-Aid members. They should have done it. It was so close. It was so close. Cherry Berry says, 1 dead, 1 alive. Chi-Chi's technically already dead. And then also Kanji for dinner party. Fair enough. Let's see. Natasha also would invite Kokichi because I love this man to bits and pieces. Wishes Canon Death was a lie, and I would bring Luigi from Super Mario Brothers because this poor guy needs some loving. It would just be a very heartwarming table of 3 for those 3. And Dragon Force Czar says, I'm going to pick someone I normally don't like, Mikon, and then good enough. Blue Cotton Ball takes the victory. You love to see it. I'm gonna give it to Matthew Glover though for the lovely line of going to have to change his name from Gold to Gold Cotton Ball. Thank you for the comments. So that one was more like a deep dive. This time we didn't have like a real deep dive, but we had like a strong argument. What juice slaps the hardest? So now you have like your orange juices, your apple juices, your pineapple juices, your fruit punches. What juice slaps the hardest? And I think we're strictly talking about fruit juices. What juice slaps the hardest? Let me know. Cause look, on Monday, I got some juice, and it was apple mango, and I was like, I'll try this out, and boy, I drank it, and I was like, it turned my whole life around. It was brilliant. It was glorious. That's just a little insight. I like this because it's like a little insight of things that go on behind this scenario. Also, Paimon, I don't know why you're upside down. You should be right side up. Just like your fingers should be. Acknowledge her. Go ahead and answer that question. What juice slaps the hardest for you? And it might be some strange combination of juice that I've never had. Go ahead, let me know. I need to make some picks. Give me I'm gonna take Unfair Outcast for first, because I'm still rooting for them. Give me a Spoken Word for second, just because of Tiki. And I will take... Virtual, no. True Gentleman, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna take Professor Layton. Those are my picks. Without a shadow of a doubt, I think it's time to get this match started. And you know, the only way to do that is to... Wait for it. Where is Asnir? Do we need to make missing posters for him? Speaking of, first of all. Well, I mean, he's not really missing anymore. We at least know where, I think that we know where he is, so maybe we don't need these missing posters. We might need some for Asnir at this point. Pablo, you get over here real quick. I'm gonna need you for a second. Do you know where, no? Well, let's roll then. How many times? Huh. 2 times. 2 times. Does Asnir have something to do with... Nah. Anyway, we're simulating not 1 time, but a strong set of 2. 2 times. So let's get this show on the road. It is time. It's Hunger Games time. It's weightlifting time. Who will have the best technique? Who will have the strongest of the strength? Let's find out. Let's proceed and we will see. The bloodbath has the troops stand on their podiums, the horns they don't sound, and the horn bearers, they do what they do best, and they sound the horns. Oh, I'm tripping out here, but you know what I'm not tripping about? Mizuki entering a phone call box to start the game, and then literally violently launches into space. Oh, that's so sad. Mizuki, you were supposed to be number 1. You were supposed to make it all the way there, but you know what? I think I have another opportunity for you. You know, we've kind of been flip-flopping between, Mitarai first got his open challenge. Then we switched over to the ladies' side and Sakura got her open challenge. Then we switched back to the gentleman. Kanji got his open challenge. And then we came up with this idea. Like, Kanji has the chairs match. I was thinking of a home run derby. Bats a galore under the ring. A Mets match. And I was thinking, who would be the one to represent in a Mets match? And then I thought back to the Dangan-lympic Hunger Games team, the Mets, and did they have a little lady on it? They did, and so Mizuki opens up every single AV Mania 2 on the road there, and even at the event itself, with a Mets match. Home runs abound, bats will be swinging, and people will be getting devastated. Mizuki, if there's anyone who can do it, I know it can be you. But who will Mizuki be facing up against? A whole bunch of shenanigans are sure to be on their way. So tune in starting next week as we step forward on the road to AV Mania. Let's do it. Let's actually start the episode. Let's actually get started though, because we have a whole episode to get through. Hey. That's not what I needed to do. We have to proceed. Mizuki's dead though. Professor Mishima runs away from the cornucopia, so does Hana, and Yuta accidentally steps on a landmine. Gonta and Kyutaro and Katoko assist each other in getting the best of weapons. Shuichi decides to lend Mia a hand and kills Komodo Dragon that's loose in the arena. Tama enters a phone box, also violently tumbles and rumbles into space. Okay, Kawakami grabs a machete. Monokuma plays all the horn bearer instruments at once. It's so beautiful that the horn bearers are subdued and they say, hey, you go on, my guy. Comment section about all of their monocoins on Rhyme, so Rhyme better win. Nagito argues with Monokuma, again runs away from the cornucopia. Gozu is possessed by Asnir of the 39th dimension. Really? Where is he? Asnir, get back here. Angie and Dave find books titled to cook Kanan, and Dave, that's your partner. Dave. I digress. Kanan and Natasha are both amazing and horrified at the level of detail within these books, rather. Kaito runs away from the cornucopia. Akane runs away as well. Thankfully, she didn't greet some, a congregation of alligators, or else this episode would be over. Big Junko comes to the arena riding a rare mount, making Lucas and Mew jealous. Monica runs away from the cornucopia. Felix and Violet engage in a friendly knife fight. Mai takes a loaded shotgun from the supplies and fires it at Monica. Monica sees the pellets approaching in slow motion. She's like, slides to the left, boom, slides to the right, boom, crisscross, doom, doom, and she gets out of the way. Right foot, let's stomp. I'm sorry, it's in my head now. Jin, everybody clap your hands. Okay, no, we're good, let me not get demonetized. Jin's running away. Monodam receives a vision of him brutally dying at the hands of Kanji. And Nana Ichiaki, as he sees him approaching, uses foresight to avoid dying. Munakata brings a tray of freshly baked cookies. Himiko doesn't get a single one, though. Klee runs away from the cornucopia. Mukuro acts anti-social, refuses to introduce herself. Rion enters the game feeling a little under the weather. Oh, I know how that feels, my guy. I still got a little cough. All the AVs still got a little cough, except for Wednesday AV, apparently. Although he actually got a little bit sick, too, but just not like he didn't get actual sick. We got, like, deep sick. He had the sniffles. We were, like, coughing up lungs, and he just had the sniffles and a little ridiculous. Yosuke receives a trident. Leighton runs away from the cornucopia. Kitamura approaches Shiza, Queen, and Yusuke tells him that he'll be killing them all this game. Barf runs away from the cornucopia. Maki into the arena. I'm sorry, she doesn't enter the arena. She changes her mind and immediately leaves. Tengen runs away from the cornucopia. Queen finds a talking Komodo dragon. Apparently it's Sukhoi. Asnir placed a curse on her. Where? Where is he? Where is he? The kiss has to be the kiss can break the curse. Queen kisses Sukhoi, turning him back to normal. Teru runs away from the cornucopia. Sayaka scares Shiki away from the cornucopia. Yunjin runs away from the cornucopia. Azuru ignores the game and goes looking for food. Ranmaru gets down on one knee, proposes to Togami. Togami laughs at Ranmaru, fair enough. Continues to so as he leaves him there. Seiko smashes Kurumi across the face with a brick. Kurumi says, "You should have gone for the head." Seiko says, "I did." Sarah begs for one of Ophelia's weapons. She feels bad and reluctantly gives it to Sarah, who immediately kills Ophelia with it. Rest in peace, girl. Shiro grabs machete. Keiji runs away from cornucopia. Zenkichi runs away as well. Ayato runs away as well. Tiki finds Katoka's corpse from a previous game. Katoka isn't shocked by the discovery. Ray runs away from the cornucopia. Well, and Andy both spot their most prized possessions. They go to grab it, but Juzo and Sakura reach them first, saying, haha, never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Miku gets a kitchen knife and stabs a robot, and backed by unpopular demand, it is indeed Samugi. We proceeded as day 1. As Juzo, Miku, and Mahiru make homemade weapons. Queen uses slash kill to kill Keiji. Oh my gosh, you're cheating, Queen. You're cheating. Mukuro, Kanan, and Togami hold an intervention for my pancake addiction. I show up because, well, they're all rather serious. I'm not gonna say no to Mukuro because she might kill me. And Togami might pay me for it. But I'm not gonna listen to what they have to say. Teru sets up an ice cream shack. Nobody comes. That's surprising. Hey, it's Sakura's birthday! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy. Good on you, Sakura. Yunjin, Munakata, Queen, and Himiko track down and kill Samugi. Rest in peace. Big Junko breaks down and starts weeping for unknown reasons. The place is gonna flood. Yusuke tries to console her. Rion plants flowers around Mai's grave. Mai screams, I'm not dead, I'm still alive, rather. Rion simply says, for now. Violet drives up to Maki Donald's, wants to get an ice cream. Fortunately, the ice cream machine is working. How lucky. Dave, Gozu, and Yosuke hold an intervention for my pancake addiction. They don't know what that means. Dave, you know what it means, but that's my guy in there, right? Yeah, yeah, boom. Burn him. Yeah, that's our secret handshake. He really likes burning things, that's a problem. Alright, let me enter all into this World Pancake Championship for giving me all these pancakes. That's a battery, not a pen. I feel like I've lost a lot more pins recently and I don't like to talk about it. Hey, let's get purple going on here. A little purple going on. Surprisingly, Dave Gozu, and Yosuke. And I guess there's like a little history now between Yosuke and Gozu, because it looked like Gozu had his championship match won before Yosuke came in and pinned him for the championship. AWE's been getting spicy, I do admit. Sarah's so excited about her super weapon that'll take over the arena that she wrote a song about it, and he gets off to a rocky start with his new professor, Lucas. Nahida, Shiki, and Angie and Seiko join the Chad-Septiceye cult. Gin, Felix, and Nana Achiaki do the torture dance whilst torturing Karumi. Monodam uses a spell deflecting touch out of Gonta, which shockingly works, leaving Gonta literally dumbfounded. Klee and Ranmaru toss Natasha's items into lava. Ayato plays patty cake with Mew. More people join the Chad-Septiceye cults than Kichi, Jin, Professor Mishima, and Kanji. Kaito, Shuichi, and Kinemura have a scrum with Kyutaro. Monica, or Kana, they argue who's gonna get a rerun first, Shinha or Eula. That's been answered. We know for certain. Tiki, well, I guess her banner's over. So, we can ask this question again, I guess. Tiki used the spell to select themselves out of Chihiro, which shockingly works, leaving Chihiro literally dumbfounded. Avi, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you hate Sayaka? Not for nothing. Like a 7. Not for nothing. She's not really like a 10. It ain't that serious, but like, I love to see her go. Let's keep going. Sukoi and Rei are made into grotesque human dioramas by Katoka. Oh my gosh, Katoka, calm down. Hana, can't wait to kill Sayaka this game. Well, I mean, she's still alive. Monica beats Layton with a ladder. Nagito does a cool skateboarding trick to use Tengen. Monokuma does the same for Kawakami. Barf decides to spend his free time with Kotoko. Barf thinks that he has gotten closer to Kotoko this day. Rhyme, Azuru, and Shiza argue over what ingredients to buy from the arena supermarket Avi's wears and despairs, and Welt constructs a shack. A Shaquille O'Neal, as that brings us to 10 gone. We had plenty today, but 10 is still a decent amount gone. We have however, Claire de Lune, which is crazy. My mind is still thinking we had so many championship episodes, so I'm like, saddest of all moments. No, it's just a Claire de Lune. 4. Mizuki, Yuta, Tama, Maki, Ophelia, Monosuke, Keiji, Samugi, Sukoi, Rei. Well, we'll peek at everybody who's left. 66. Route 66, as they say. So many competitors left. What, 33 teams left? That sounds about right. 33, well, not 33 full teams, because clearly some people have lost one person, but we've only lost 10 people so far, so we got plenty more to go. So let's do that. Let's actually go. Let's see how this plays out. Let's proceed and see. Night 1 sees Miku etching a sketch in a tree. Akane takes it as a threat. Barf tries to shoot Sarah, but just can't. Remarks, I can't shoot you, you're too cute. Sarah then shoots Barf in the head and says, I'm not cute, I'm adorable. That's Red-Eyed Sarah. Big Junko, her known sponsor is Kitamura. Yusuke dies from hypothermia. Kotoko introduces Ayato to her long-lost twin Kotoka. She's in the game. Making grotesque human dioramas. Hopefully that's not the introduction that he received. Mahe finds a big red button, press it immediately. Fortunately it doesn't do a thing. Queen, Violet, Shiza, Monodam, and Shuichi get together and form an idol group. Klee uses her night vision goggles to navigate the arena. Klee and some night vision goggles sounds adorable, but you know what? Klee doing pretty much anything sounds adorable. Tengen adopts Andy as his child. Y'all, my bad, Andy. Shiki receives clean water from her own sponsor. Hana's allergies keep waking her up all night. Kaito finds a sleeping Monica on the ground, raises his hand, hits that 5-knuckle shuffle, dust off his shoulder, punching Monica right in the skull. Yosuke tends to Natasha's wounds. Kawakami, Monica, Kotoko, and Jin make shadow puppets over the campfire. Everyone's so much better at it than Jin that he starts to get a little bit jealous. Kurumi sets off an explosive, taking out Gozu. Nana Achiaki and Himiko, all gone. Gonta and Lucas invite Nagito, Seiko, Kanji, Yunjin, Chihiro, Mew, Rion, and Nahida to a party, a super kick party. Everyone's jaws are sore by the end of the night, but they all do survive, unable to get his fire going. Zenkichi, Queen, and Monokuma huddles together for warmth. What an awkward huddle. Dave hops into an inflatable cauldron to make jokes out of his emergent food. He might have a problem. You're not emergency food, my son, my baby boy. Kotoka brags to Ryan that she has 70 alternate accounts every day, but she imagines a future where he could be with Kanan. Don't do that. Sayaka ain't afraid of no ghost. Togami kills Ranmaru with a sickle. Sakura helps AV open a rival establishment to Waffle House called the Pancake House. Welcome to the Pancake House. We flip things, it's pancake time. I'm singing some pancake rhymes. Would you like some pancakes? Challenges Avian Battleship. Get your battleship out of here, Tiki. Juzo, Mukuro, and get into a scrum debate with Mahiru, Layton, and Kyutaro over what is the best starter in Pokemon. Azuru blows his shotgun with a physical form of murderous intent. Felix begs for Munakata to kill him. He refuses to keep Felix alive. In anyone else's hands, a microphone is just a microphone, but in Angel's hand, it's a pipe bomb which he uses to blow up Welt. And Teru also loads his shotgun with a physical form of murderous intent. We lost plenty, but we still have a day to go. Queen sleeps the entire day from everyone else. Kanji steals from you while she's looking. Mahiru kills Gin with his own weapon, a frying pan maybe? Gonta and Shiki insults each other relentlessly after getting into a bloody fight. Apparently Shiki held her own. Big Junko, Jiro, Monokuma, and Kanon make up the Alpha Team. Junko's the big yet confident yet dorky leader. Chihiro's the explosives expert who doesn't think before he speaks. Monokuma is a transportation expert who thinks he knows better, and Kanon is a sharpshooter who thinks that sarcasm is a personality trait. Dave receives pancakes from AV. You're dang right he does. You're dang right he does. Let's go, Dave. Let's go, Dave. Let's go, Dave. Acknowledge him. Natasha kills Ayato, then revives him as an undead minion. Kitamura reminisces about the year of the ascent. Togami has drip, but Mukuro is the director of drip. Rion chews too much bubblegum and dies from horrible stomach pain. Hana is pricked by thorns while picking berries. Sakura is also pricked by thorns while picking berries. Mai and Andy make a list of chores for Miku of the Hatsune variety to complete. Kurumi eats cheese puffs. Kyutaro uses a spell to suck the intelligence out of Nagito, but the spell fails because there's nothing to suck out. Zenkichi does Zenkichi things. Jin sees a completely pale Sarah washed ashore, unmoving. Jin revives her with CPR, but doesn't stop when Sarah regains consciousness. Jin, that's weird. Munakata dies trying to escape the arena. Munakata, that's weird. Angie searches for firewood. Azuru dives into a pile of plushies. The plushies prove too much for him and he dies in the fluff. Sayaka and Professor Mishima play cards. Professor Mishima loses all of his life points and is killed for it. Kaito tells Teru that he's a cardboard clone of Kaito created by Eevee. Yes, the cardboard, it's back. I've been cutting them out. I'm gonna create an army, and that's how I'm gonna stop Void. That's my plan, at least. Wednesday seems to have another plan, but when that fails, prepare for the cardboard army. Felix and Monica awkwardly kiss underneath the mistletoe, bullying a Juzo. Not cool, Monodam. Tengen uses his signature move to kill off Violet. Tiki hangs up mistletoe in the arena. Shuichi thinks that everyone's a mastermind. And eventually he'll be right. It would seem that Akane and Yoon Jinner have come to a standstill in Tarzan's forest. Seiko, Kotoka, and Kawakami perform a glorious air combo on clean Nahida. Convinces Layton not to kill her, only to kill him instead. Lucas and Yosuke fight Rhyme and Shiza. Rhyme and Shiza actually survive. Queen tells a frustrated Kotoko to chill out. And Monica's trapped in a box, deadly poison every hour. Is she dead? Is she alive? RNG will dictate as we click proceed. Let's find out after this. 16 lots. Claire de Lune 4. Barth, Yusuke, Gozu, Nane Aichiaki, Himiko, Ranmaru, Welt, Gen, Rion, Munakata, Azuru, Professor Mishima, Violet, Layton, Lucas, Yosuke, and no Monica. So she does indeed survive. We'll see everybody else's statuses though. That brings us down to 50 actually. We had 66 before. A solid 50. Final 50. Let's look at, I guess, the broad teams. Look at Team Monophony actually. We have Mew, Chihiro, Rhyme, Teru, Akane, Mahiru, Nahida, and Hana. Still plenty remaining for Team Monotaro as well. Jin, Zenkichi, Angie, Kaito, Kawakami, Gonta, Kitamura. For Team Monosuke, we have Ayato, Mai, Shiki, Shuichi, see Sakura to Kyutaro, and both members of Tipping the Scales. Team Monokid looks like they're suffering a little bit, but they have Kurumi, Kanji, Big Junko, Miku, Seiko, and Queen, aka Makoto. Damnation still sees really good. Team Monodam's doing actually very well. I think they've only lost Welt and Ray. Yeah, good on them. They're rocking right now. And Maki actually up there at the top. And Split Path has only lost Tama, Mishima, and Azuru. They are going pretty not Split Path, I'm sorry. Team Monokuma doing very well as well. But we still got 50 left. All of that could change. Team Monokuma could be out next round. That's what this is. That's what it is. Night 2 starts by Kawakami and Dave teaming up to fight Ayato and Shuichi. After a long battle, only Ayato's alive. My gosh. Klee asks Miku to murder Rhyme, to which Miku declines. Should have bought some Scooby snacks. Natasha sneaks to the back rooms of Yoko's, but gets seen by Seiko, an employee of the store, who locks the door behind her. Yunjin finds a secret stash of pancakes that I hypothetically hinted at. Well, she is Geo, so I told all the Geo characters all about it. Sarah and Kanon die in Monokuma's test. Yo, it's been so long since I ever thought about Monokuma's test. Kaito tries to stay up all night to catch a mastermind but falls asleep. Tiki submits an application to join the squad. Nagito helps mail the application to Avi. Mai reminisces about season 7. Monodam, Kitamura. Did you exist in season 7? Maybe your picture did. I don't think we met you as a doll, but I think your picture might have existed by season 7. Well, maybe not. Hold on. Maybe. That's actually a maybe. I'd have to think about that. Monodam, Kitamura, Monokuma s'mores around the campfire. Akane lets Felix into her shelter. Sakura puts her trust in Mahiru, allows herself to fall backwards. Mahiru catches her. Sakura says to Mahiru that she trusts her with her whole life and her whole body. Queen goes to the dog shelter and lets the dogs out. I never saw it coming. Where in the world is Teru? I keep doing the magic school bus. Starvings and Kichi trades all of his supplies for Monika's loaf of bread. Juzo challenges Kotoka to a dance-off. Look, Kotoka's gonna dominate. She's got the schmoves. To build each other's trust, Nahida and Mew do trust falls on the very first instant. Nahida steps aside and says, haha, you duke-head. Mew falls off of a cliff. Kyutaro fiercely shakes up a can of soda, pops his head, blasting Gonta in the face with a stream of soda. Jin submits the application to join the squad. Kanji walks up and says, yeah, you're not getting in. Angie, Andy, and Hana makes potions throughout the night. Queen refused to leave an injured Big Junko's side. Where was she injured? What are you gonna do about an injury so big? Tengen hits Kotoka with some sweet chin music. Kurumi grabs a dumbbell and starts working out. That's the power of weightlifting. Shiki tries to treat her infection. Mukuro is feeling herself to develop a crush for Sayaka. Togami lets Chihiro into her shelter, and Makan convinces Shiza to snuggle with her. Will proceed to day trace. As Kotoko, Monika, and Tiki get into a fight, Monika triumphantly kills them both. Goodness gracious, if Kotoko didn't hate you enough. Kurumi raises Queen's hopes and dashes them quite expertly. Queen also receives a first aid kit from the comments section. Kaito, Big Junko played tic-tac-toe on an image of Klee's forehead. She probably passed him out and said, this is tic-tac Klee, have fun! Yay! Monokuma, Shiza, and Kotoka find the Triforce before they can distribute the powers for each other. Rhyme kills everyone and takes the Triforce for herself. She's too strong. Sayaka gets her hand caught in a can of Pringles. Natasha's phone rings. There's no caller ID when she picks it up as Teru on the other line insulting her. Monika confesses how much she has come to hate Tengen. Tengen runs away crying surprisingly. Zenkichi and Gonto sitting in a tree. Kissing. Sakura hopes that Avi doesn't jinx her. Kanji grabs a table. The audience cheers in excitement. Get the tables, Kanji. Get the chairs is what we usually say, but go and get yourself a table too. Mukuro goes on a serial balloon popping spree. Jin doesn't believe in palindromes. Avi on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you hate your hero? 0. I'm gonna say, well, maybe not 0. 2. I don't think there's anyone I would say 0 for. I would give somebody a 1, but I'll give Chihiro a 2. Love him to bits. If it said love, I might give him a 9 or a 10, because I do love Chihiro, but 2, I'll give him a 2. Shiki finds a water gun, fills it with holy water, fires it at Naida. Surprisingly, Naida screams in pain before she disappears. Okay, world forgive me. Mai encounters a fruit bat who immediately takes a liking to her and joins her side. Ayato says something wrong and calls Kitara a foolish fool. Felix seems to be dead rather, but it's a lie. Monodam tries to sleep the entire day. Mahiru brains Kitamura with a dumbbell. Angie finds his body and messes around with her for fun. My gosh. Goodness gracious. Hana questions her sanity. Miku wants Avi to give Sayaka a chance. Get out of here, Miku. Get out of here. Togami tries to spearfish with a trident. Seiko's now trapped in that box, deadly poison every hour, dead or alive. We'll proceed and we'll find out. Akane thinks everyone's a mastermind. Juzo can see the horizon. Hatsune Miku? No, I'm sorry, Hatsune Mikyu. Y'all are too much. Angie receives an explosive and Yunjin raises Nagito's hope, dashes them quite expertly. We lost 15. Oh, we're actually kind of schmoving. I don't think it felt like 15, but we definitely lost 15 after this. Claire de Lune, 4. Kawakami, Dave, Shuichi, Sarah, Kanan, Mew, Kotoka, Tiki, Monokuma, Shiza, Kotoka, Nahida, Kitamura, Miku. Oh, it's Miku, it's not Mikyu. Seiko did die in the box. I can't unsee Miku now. I don't know why that's like ruined me. We have 35 left. 35 remain. We'll do a slow scroll actually until we have like less than a standard sized game. So let's speak rhyme with those 5 KOs. That's something to watch. As we keep on keeping on. Everyone else pretty like low on KOs. Kurumi's creeping up with 3. Everyone else pretty tame. It looks like at first glance Team Monodam's still doing the best, but Team Monokuma did suffer some heavy losses that round. Just like that. Just like I said, may have even jinxed them. We'll see how it goes for him though. We'll click this next round and see as Ayato sets off an explosive, taking out Sakura, Shiki, and Togami. Oh my. Rhyme catches Angie with a box of comically placed banana peels, and I know Ayato's on Team Monosuke, but Team Monosuke definitely needs the points the most, so yeah, pop off, Ayato. Pop off. Rhyme catches Angie with those banana peels. Kitaro's thinking about winning. Nagito's bitten by a black mamba, but Andy has some anti-venom, is able to save Nagito's life. Yunjin protects your reality and substitutes her own. Consequently, she ends up dead. Queen, Natasha, and Tengen get into a fight. Tengen triumphantly kills them both. Goodness gracious. Monodam will electrify the fireplace. Mai, Queen, Gonta enter a scrum-to-win with Teru, Akane, and Mahiru. Who's the best girl? And Dangan-lympic. I think solely because of the number of people on the right side, I feel like they'd all say Chiaki. If you look at the people on the left side, I feel like Gonta wouldn't want to choose, and the other two probably don't have opinion. So who knows? Big Junko finds a little bikini and puts it on. This awakens something inside of Kaito. I think whatever was there has probably already been awakened. Zenkichi battles Kurumi in an intense game of rock, paper, scissors. Zenkichi loses, has a sad feeling in his chest. Cleo wants to pretend that the airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars. She can really use a wish right now. Wish right now. Wish right now. An act of revenge, Shiro blows up Sayaka. Monica can only watch as this goes down. And she's watching in horror. Horror! Jin is so desperate to kill Sayaka. Well, you... Look up, my guy. He takes a hair from the exploded body of Sayaka, creates a clone, and kills said clone. Kanji dyes his hair yellow. No, you dyed it black, I think. Monica confesses how much she loves Hana. Hana lovingly embraces her, accepting the confession. Felix is going to need a lot of therapy after this Hunger Games, and Juzo somehow steals every item in Mukuro's camp without being noticed. Maybe he's a phantom thief. Jin finds a Yeet Ball. No Yeet Ball. No Yeet Ball this season. You hate to see it. Felix, Kanji, and Kyutaro come up with a complicated escape plan. Kurumi makes a Danganronpa rewrite where Rhyme is the protagonist, or is there? Yeet Ball this season is what I meant to say. Zenkichi, Angie, Monodam, and Klee talk about their hobbies. Andy overhears Mahiru and Hana talking in the distance. Big Junko then shoots Kaito in the head. I don't really remember what awakened inside of Kaito, but whatever it is now, it is no longer awake. It is asleep forever. Akane... And here, we'll do this real quick. Akane wants it that way. But Gonta doesn't. He likes morning cartoons, and his favorite is Ben 10. Tengen starts planting ceilings in his in his garden. Monica, and Mai hold an intervention for my darts addiction, which doesn't really exist. Teru embraces spring and decides to plant some daisies outside of his camp. Juzo, Mukuro, Chihiro discuss the killing life so far. Queen and Nagito are kissing, sitting in a tree. KSSING. I can't say I approve of that ship. Ayato smells a rat, and we are down. Ho! All new powers, he's on the case. Fighting off evil from Earth or space. He'll never stop it, cause he's the baddest kid to ever save the day. He's Ben 10. Hey. We love to play that song in my store. We also love to play this song. There's a flash sale, so things are going to go awry. Angie takes a free sample and perishes. It happens. Akane, who works there, clocks out and heads back to the arena. She might be Employee of the Month. Big Junko buys a 6 set of nunchucks and she's holding it in her fingers like this. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Klee and Juzo are jousting with shopping carts. Only Klee survives. Monica takes a free sample. Kanji gets his leg caught in the automatic door. Kyutaro and Mayu team up to get the most sales possible. Felix gets a 50% discount on a 6 sword. Hana also works at Avis Wares and Despairs. Clocks out, heads back to the arena. Teru gets a 50% discount on a 6 sword. Jin takes too many free samples and is killed off by security. Karumi takes a free sample. Tengen tips over an aisle. And other aisles fall like dominoes, killing Zenkichi, Monodam, and Queen. Gonta gets a set of nunchucks. Rhyme works at Avis, clocks out, heads back to the arena. Andy, you're fired. Get out of here. Goes running back into the arena. Chiro takes too many free samples, killed off by security. Ayato gets his leg caught in the automatic door, and Mukuro takes too many free samples, killed off by security. Monica gets her leg caught in the automatic door too. Mai and Nagito joust with shopping carts. Only Mai survives. Oh my. And just like that, now we have a much larger Claire de Lune 4. Sakura, Shiki, Togami, Yunjin, Queen, Natasha, Sayaka, Kaito, Angie, Juzo, Jin, Zenkichi, Monodam, Queen, Chihiro, Mukuro, Nagito. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have before? Well, 18. We have 18. We have 35 before, didn't we? Yeah, we sure did. And now, with these 18, let's take a peek. From Team Monophony, we have Rhyme, Akane, Mahiru, and Hana. Ability to sweep still intact. Team Monotaro does not. Their last surviving soul is, pardon me, is Gonta. Team Monosuke could sweep. They still have Andy, Felix, Kyutaro, Mai, and Ayato. They honestly could use the sweep more than anybody else. Team Monokid still has Karumi and Big Junko, only 2 people, and Kanji. All of Dinner Party and Big Junko. Team Monodam still has Tengen and Monica. No ability to sweep though. Oh no, they also have Monica. You know, it's both of the Monicas. I didn't see the other Monica there. You know, they have the ability to sweep actually. And Team Monokuma suffered great casualties. Only has Klee left. Whoops. I might have jinxed them. Whoops. You know, remember when I said, you know what? They're doing the best, and I was like, you know, they could all be gone in a moment's notice. They are all almost gone. 8 more into your saving grace picks. If you're rooting for Team Monokuma, that ain't on me. That's on our end. Proceed. Proceed. Get distract them. Ayato and Felix are trapped in a box that is to use their imagination to liven things up. Monica, Mahiru, Akane, and Monica are all making shadow puppets. Everyone's so better than Monica. She starts to get a little bit jealous. Kanji never wants to hear Megalovania ever again. Oh no! Klee and Big Junko work together to drown Gonta. Why would you do such a thing? He was a gentleman, and I think that also means no points for Team Monotaro. Mai ships Kyutaro and Hana. They're both incredibly uncomfortable. Tengen steals Andy's first kiss. You hate to see that. Rhyme begs for Kurumi to kill her. She refuses, keeping Rhyme alive. And Teru has a fever dream. He wakes up to Kyoko standing over him. I would hate to imagine what he's saying in that dream. It is not the feast yet. Monica works at Yoko's rather, so happens to be hiring. Tengen is horrified when Kurumi goes to an interview forward. Fun fact, Mahiru's specifically here just to suffer. Mai and Felix look for more people to become friends with. Teru goes nya to annoy Monica. Kyutaro tells Rhyme to train her elbows. Rhyme, her elbows get too swole, ends up knocking Kyutaro right off of a tree, killing him. That's what happens when you train too much, apparently. Klee confides in Akane. Kanji does a sick kickflip. Sick. I confuse Ayato for Hilda. So look, Ayato's got this this light blue hair, and that reminds me of one shade of cotton candy. The other shade that's classic is pink. Hilda's hair reminds me of that, so I think of them as the cotton candy twins. So that's how I confused them. Andy kills Hana with a hatchet, and Big Junko makes a life-size cutout of freaking Sayaka just to spite Avi. I mean, that's really easy for her. It's like just cutting a small thing to her. My goodness gracious. Sorry. That's the day. We didn't lose too many people, did we? Yeah, just 3. It's a short little Clair de Lune for our, and then we get to our final 15 after this Clair de Lune 4. Gonta, Gyutaro, Hana. The thought that was in my mind, though, is I think, does that solidify which OC team goes? It might just be tipping the scale remaining in terms of OCs. Is that true? It is true. Tipping the scales will be going on for OC tag teams. That being said, who will be going on for regular tag teams? That's a major question. Could it be a fan vote with Miss Klee? Y'all, I think we're going to have to proceed and find out. 15 left, 5 more into your saving grace picks. We'll likely see the feast. So how far will we get into this final 10? Let's find out as night 5 begins. Monica and Felix start preparing for Spooky Month by doing the spooky dance. During the night, a tree falls on Kanji's camp, pinning him to the ground. By the morn, he is dead. Kurumi breaks a Minecraft rule number 1, digs straight down, plummets into lava. Their whole team out in just 2 events. Avi thinks Ayato is from Pokemon Sword and Shield. Let me talk to you. For anyone who doesn't think that Ayato is from Pokemon Sword and Shield is a dummy. Yeah. First and foremost, he is the 3rd gym leader. He is the ice gym leader. Yeah. He comes out with his ice and you're like, don't you pour water from your sleeves? Yes, but the AC around me and my persona itself is so cool that the water I have freezes solid with a touch, and my ice Pokemon, they love it to bits. Yeah. He was the most interesting dual water, dual ice type gym leader. And I will never forget him. And that is what made Pokemon Sword and Shield so special. Yeah. Alright, Big Junko, Mahiru, Klee spend the night. Make good treehouse. The end product sucks. But they worked on it together, and it was absolutely dope. Mai's bitten by a black mamba. Everyone's curing people with these mamba bites. Andy challenges Monica to do a dance-off. Andy absolutely dominates, rather. Teru loves all the V3 survivors equally. Maki, Himiko, and Saki. Akane steals Tengen's first kiss. Tengen washes his mouth out with muddy water, prompting Akane to kill Tengen. We are down, and it is the feast. And it is the cornucopia replenished with food, weapons, and memoirs from the tributes families. Mai decides not to go. Mahiru attacks Rhyme, but Monica protects her, killing Mahiru. My gosh. Andy gathers as much food as he can before fleeing. Felix throws a knife into Big Junko's chest. That killed her? How big was this knife? How accurate was your shot? Akane kills Teru with a sickle. Ayato decides not to attend the feast, and Klee and Monica get into a fight over raw meat. Klee gives up and runs away. We proceed. A couple whole teams are still in now that I'm peeking at them. And as we keep going, those whole teams still remain. Monica, Ayato, Klee, and Monica, Mai, and Andy have a scrum debate over who the best protagonist is. Akane accidentally destroys Rhyme's cabbage stand. Her cabbages! And I confuse Felix for Avi? How? Well, Felix loves animals. Hilda, with the right class, rides an animal. They're basically the same. We are down to our final 9? Probably 9. We lost 6? Yeah, our final 9. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the last Clair de Lune of the episode 4. Kanji and Kurumi, the entirety of dinner party. Tengen, Mahiru, Big Junko, Teru. And so, we'll see everybody's statuses. We'll cut this music down because now we have to talk about points, we have to talk about who's remaining, we have to talk about who your picks are and if they're doing great. They're not, let's be honest, but you can make some new ones right here, right now, especially if I let them, if I say, hey, maybe you should call them some special, some fancy picks, perhaps some, what do I like to... Saving Grace picks. Yes, those are the words. IT Club, Rhymes rocking it out here with 7 KOs. Nobody stands in her way without getting knocked down. And with her for Team Monophony is actually Akane from Bottomless Pit. Could one of those two win it? Could Akane win it for the one and the only? Acknowledge her, Paimon. I sure hope so. Team Monotaro, they're out. They're not getting any points this time around. Now, this is really important because this team needs it the most. Team Monosuke in last place. Everyone else is either on the verge of crossing 100 points or has already crossed 100 points. Team Monosuke is at 50. They have Ayato still in, they have Mai still in, they have Andy still in, they have Felix still in, they have 4 of the remaining 9 competitors. Nearly half of the people left. Can they come up clutch? Now, this is where things get a little bit interesting. The team that's in first, no points. No points this episode. We kind of like to see that because that gives a chance for every other team to come back. Team Monodam has 1 whole team still in, and that is the one and only, just Monica. And lastly, we have Human Studies with just Klee, and that could be a fan vote. But who do you got first, second, third? Make your picks known. I'm gonna make mine as well. For first, I'm gonna take Cut Above the Rest. Give me Mai. For second, give me Acknowledge Her, the Bottomless Pit. For Violet and for Paimon, give me Akane. For third, I'm actually also gonna take from Team Monosuke, but I think it's gonna be Andy. I think Andy's gonna turn this around. We've seen Felix have some success, but I think Andy is your time to be. Good luck to you. Those are my picks. And it's time to see how bad I jinxed them. Or if I jinxed them at all. Maybe I didn't. But let's find out together. Your final 9, it's Rhyme, it's Akane. It's Mai, it's Ayato. It's Andy, it's Felix. It is Monica, it's Monica. And it's Klee. And so, their hearts are racing, beating, pumping, with the same energy, the same determination, perhaps even the same fate as that of a samurai woman. There was something in my eye for a second, but there's nothing in the eye in the competitors here except for potential gold in a weightlifting. Let's proceed and see how this plays out. It is that's the jinx. Mai accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. That one's on me. Monica loves the V3 survivors equally, Maki, Himiko, and Nasaki. Felix sends his own partner to jail for mule-like behavior. Klee does a quick prayer to a tool before going to sleep. Akane throws what they think is a Molotov at Monica. Turns out it's just a rag, it's not even on fire. And Ayato grabs a baseball bat and bashes Rhyme to death with it. He heard there were going to be Mets matches, and he was like, it's all about the Mets, baby. I'll remember that, Ayato. Day 7, Monica wonders if Nagito has Nagito insurance. Monica detonates a landmine while trying to arm it as well. Akane spends the whole day walking around in shoes made of Lego. She is truly transcended beyond humanity. Felix, Ayato, and Andy get into a fight. You would think that Andy and Felix would work together, but Andy actually kills the both of them. Goodness gracious. Klee washed their hands in the river. We lost a bunch. In fact, I think we were down to just our final 4. Who would have thunk? Not me, but I would think it's time for a terrible turnabout 4. Mai, Rhyme, Monica, Felix, Ayato. We'll see everybody's statuses. It is down to Akane, Team Monophony, Bottomless Pit. It is down to Andy, tipping the scales, Team Monosuke. The last one there. They had 4, now they're just down to 1. Oh my gosh, it was Ayato, Felix, and Andy in that fight. And oh my gosh. Just Monica sees Monica. And just Monica. And Human Studies sees Klee. That's all we have. It is 4 teams potentially trying to earn some points. The person who dies next will not get any points for their team. But it's your final 4. And within your final 4, we say that small group of people, like Akane, like Andy, like Monica, and like Klee, are all caught in what we like to call a crisis of fate. Final 4. It's Akane, it's Andy, it's Monica, it's Klee, and it is not the end yet, because Klee fears Yuta. In fact, she fears all the Asahinas. Monica, dressed up as Andy, but breaks out in Cosbox. Andy laughs. Akane tries to set up a trap, ends up trapping herself, but lives, so it's still 4 left. Monica draws Among Us. Klee thinks everyone's the mastermind, and Andy wants a nickname similar to Sharpshooting Steel Minded Big Sister Sarah. And on a scale of 1 to 10 AV, how much do you hate Akane? People give Akane a real hard time. I really don't hate her that much. I'd say like 4, 4.5, 5, maybe 5. I'm right down the middle, because, you know, sometimes she's Akane, but sometimes when she's Akane, she's a little bit endearing. It's your final 4. We'll proceed again. No cannon shots. Will there be cannon shots this time? Yeah. Yeah, so many cannon shots that the game is over, and you guys get a fan vote, actually. Yeah. That's why she's champion. Yeah. Andy accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it, and because of that, Team Monosuke still gets no points. Klee overpowers Akane, killing her, leaving it down to just Monica and Klee, but Monica ain't read the rule book because she breaks Minecraft rule number 1, digs straight down and plummets right into lava, burns alive. Which means she can't stop, she won't stop, and every time you put her in this game with her title, she says, "It's my time to shine, it's my time to Klee." And so we proceed, and you guys most definitely get a fan vote. Your winner, representing Sophie and Azuru. Without a shadow of a doubt, it was going to be difficult to earn a fan vote this time, but as I said, wake up, the members of her nation. It's her time to Klee. Your winner, earning you guys the fan vote, Human Studies, Klee, wins it all. And that's it. That is all she wrote. And it does change our scoreboard just a little bit. Let's proceed and see everything that happened. First of all, Klee, we should have known. She's been on a hot streak since my rise, since, I guess, Ticket to Paradise. Becoming SmackDown Women's Champion. Did lose it to Ronda Rousey, but you saw the My Rise. She rocked it. She overcame, she saw, she conquered. She is the future. And right now, she is the now. Love her. Monica, 2nd place, and Akane wrapping off your top 3rd. And with that, we can bring up your brackets. First off, your OCs tipping the scales. You see what they have done. You love to see it indeed. But heading over to the tag team bracket, we also see your new tag team champions earning you guys a fan vote. And lastly, as we head over to the scoreboard, that changes things not for Team Monosuke, but for not everyone else, but like people start to come on the up and up. Team Monophony rather crosses the 100-point landmark thanks to Akane. And that puts them really right back in the running for potential 2nd place on any of these spots. Team Monokuma steals 2nd by just 5 points because Team Monodam also earned those points, but it was a 5-point game between them before. Now it's a 5-point game between them again, except this time Team Monokuma is in the lead. Team Monodam with those 135 thanks to today's episode. Team Monokid still comfortably in 1st place, but if they keep getting 0 points, everyone else is about to catch up real quick, except for maybe Team Monosuke. They might be struggling. They may indeed be struggling. Team Monotaro still doing okay, didn't earn any points this episode, but you can't frown at 120 points. They're still very much in the running. Everyone's very much in the running, except for maybe Team Monosuke. They gotta really do some work. Do they have time to do some work? Yeah, but honestly, we're really starting to run out of time. As we say, time is running out. Bring me back. Are they gonna do it? We'll see. Andy tried to do it. We acknowledge you, Andy. You were close. Ayato in 5th. Felix 6th. Monica 6th. Felix is the Sith. Doom, 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 doom. Monica 7th. Rhyme 8th. My 9th. And rounding off your top 10 was Mr. Teru. Who do a slow scroll for everybody else who was here. Not the most massive game, but a big game all the same. From start all the way to 76th place. Still a big game, still a lot of folks. As we proceed one more again, we see it started with Mizuki going to space, but revealing that she was going to be on the road to AV Mania. And she's gonna thrash some fools. You better believe she is. All the way down there to Klee winning it all by taking out Akane, and Monaco forgetting digging straight down sometimes leads you to perishing. She should have bought a bucket of water. She's a fool. Human Studies was first place, just Monaco second, and Bottomless Pit, your top 3 teams, your gold, silver, and bronze teams. Rhyme had the most KOs with 7, Ayato had 6, Tengen had 4, Andy, Karumi, Klee had 3, everyone else with 2 or less. And that is our match today until tomorrow, which once again will be a shorter match, but who knows? We might even have some AV Mania announcements. You have to watch everything at this point. Everything can have AV Mania announcements. Nobody's safe. Not a single soul is safe. Davy's been cooking. It's gonna be a fun time. We'll go back to the reaping one last time. Congratulations to our tag team champions, Human Studies, for claiming another victory and proving why they are the tag team champs. I do acknowledge that. I acknowledge Klee, I acknowledge Human Studies, I acknowledge Paimon as well, but I digress. Until next time, United States Avery taking off. Toodaloo, Flight Crew. Thanks for watching.